Throughout the decades, we have changed our country. We have influenced national policy, left our mark on pop culture, and changed our workplaces and families for the better. We are still engaged. We are still active. And now we have a new opportunity to expand our influence through volunteering. We can have a positive impact on young lives, help older individuals remain independent in their own homes, clean up the environment, and lend our skills and experience to strengthening our communities in countless ways. Some of us are already tackling the toughest issues facing our communities, mentoring at-risk children, ensuring that families get the health care they need, helping our neighbors prepare for disasters, and offering our professional skills to hard-pressed local nonprofit groups. We are doing it through 3 national service programs. Join us as we continue to lead the nation by volunteering our skills, talents, and energy to help meet critical needs in our communities.
He was a child of an incarcerated parent. We get along extremely well. We practice saxophone, we practice Legos, because he's a Lego fiend.
Dennis and Lance in the beginning were very shy with one another. And after a couple of weeks, when he saw that Dennis was coming every Tuesday for him and found out that Dennis played the saxophone, he was very excited.
We get here and he brings a saxophone. Makes me practice. I say, I gotta get my fingers back in shape. Sometimes I come here and just practice here with him.
Wow.
He did not complete his homework thoroughly when he first started. He sometimes just wouldn't do it. So I said, hey man, what are you doing? Why didn't you do your homework? You can do it. And about 10 minutes later, he's finished.
And some people don't have mentors like I do, and I'm very lucky to have one.
By having Dennis in his life as a mentor, he sees that he has potential and dreams. And we've heard that Lance has a lot of dreams.
You can be a lawyer, you can be an architect, or a doctor. I think he's well on the way to making something of himself.
When I feel like I can't do anything, he inspires me and said, you can do it.
I was a lawyer in the law department of a broadcasting company. And since I retired from there, I've been a volunteer. And in that service, I have been dealing most recently with a number of clients who have major credit card debt. Some of the people who come to us don't even have bank accounts, and to encourage them to open bank accounts and savings accounts and develop a goal that will lead to their financial well-being. When I was at the training program for RSVP, I saw that there's room for a variety of people with different interests to volunteer with this organization. So it's an exciting place to be, and I think this is a really exciting program.
Being able to work with the RSVP program of the American Red Cross is just an awesome experience, because you get to use all of your lifetime experiences, regardless of where you come from, what your educational level is, what your lifetime skills are.
My background in the military helped with the organization and could use the talents that I was trained for to help with the disaster relief. I'm a IRV driver. That's the vehicle that we bring out to help people. A tornado went through a trailer park, and we had 30-plus families affected by this. We took care of feeding them for 2 days. We served over 1,000 meals.
It's a give and take situation, and everybody benefits, both the giver and the taker.
Having a client come up and give you a hug and say thanks, that's more than I deserve.
RSVP matches volunteers to programs that use their skills, talents, and experience to make a real difference in the community. The program prides itself on flexibility. With RSVP, you choose where you want to serve, what you want to do, and how much time you want to give. In short, you find the opportunity that's right for you.
Here's a man that's been independent most of his life. When you get to a certain age, you need help from somebody, and that's where a senior companion comes in to help out. I've been with Julio for 4 years. I guess he got used to me in a lot of ways. You know, he depends on me a lot. My dad and my mom always taught us to help somebody else, somebody that needed help. One day he broke a finger, and I told him, I said, Julio, you have to go to emergency. I said, don't worry, I'm going with you. I knew he needed help. I knew he didn't want to be alone, but I was there with him. And I made him happy because of that. It goes both ways. It helps him, it helps me.
I got sick one Saturday, and I didn't want to alarm my family, so I called her, and she came over. She called 911. I stayed in the hospital 3 days, and when I came home, every morning, she wants to know, could she do anything? So when she found out what I was doing with the beads, she offered to come stay with me a few hours at nighttime. And I showed her how to make the beads, and she's been a great help.
I do things for her that she's not able to do. You know, like combing her hair and like getting her clothes upstairs to wash them in the washing machine, those kind of things. And that's what I help her out in doing. We're very close.
Euphemia seems like a daughter to me, really.
I take her to the drugstore, and I do some cooking if I don't hear from her, you know, looking out. So her daughter seems to be very thankful for that.
My daughter feels very good about it, knowing that she has somebody that will contact her or somebody I can contact in the event that I'm sick.
There's a lot of people that do need some help. You know, instead of just sitting there, come out and get involved.
When I first started working with Maria Luisa, she was a different person altogether. Now she is very, very good at carrying on a conversation with me. Now she sings, she dances.
When Amelia came to us last year, we suspected that she'd be a good fit for Maria Luisa and her family. And this is a letter of appreciation that Maria Luisa's daughter has written. Mrs. Baldini is very caring. Her love, professionalism, and responsibility have changed the critical situation we had at our house due to my mother. I really can say that it has been a miracle.
As soon as I get there, she's waiting there for me. And we go into her room and we do some exercises or things with her that she wants to do. Then we'll go to the bakery. They treat her wonderful there. I feel like I've grown a lot. And I think that she has grown a lot with me because she does so many things and I'm so, so proud of her.
Senior Companions are the greatest group of volunteers. Without us, seniors who are frail and need help could not continue to live in their homes. Families get respite, and volunteers prove their value to the community. This is an innovative, cost-effective program that has real impact.
Betsy was handpicked by her teacher because she needed so much help in English and in writing. She was so far behind, they were really afraid that she wasn't going to make it to the 5th grade. So I talked to her. She was so shy. And I said, is there something you'd rather do than talk today? And she said, yes, I would like to read. So we read.
I've known Miss Jeannie for 1.5 years, and she's very nice. She loves scary stuff like me.
We talk about writing books, we read books together, we tell each other spooky stories, just to have that one-on-one. We have a good time.
One of the things that I really love best about Jeannie is that she cares about her kids on an individual basis, and then she uses her ability as a journalist, because that's what her study was, to elicit the children's writing abilities.
We take the pressure off the teachers in a lot of different ways, because if they have a student that really needs extra help and they have 30 kids in their class, they just don't have the time. So being a foster grandparent, I can take that child and maybe give the child some confidence that he or she normally wouldn't have or didn't have. Foster Grandparents program is important because it shows the children that there is somebody not related to them that cares.
Destiny, when she first came from second to third, she wouldn't talk. I really had to pull it out of her, you know. She still is a little shy young lady.
It's a wonderful experience. Having Mr. Nelson in my classroom has been such a bonus.
Even statistics just showed us, like 40% of kids have dropout rate right now. It's getting bad. If we don't put our hands on them, we're gonna lose them when they hit the middle school. We definitely are.
It's invaluable. You can't put a price tag to what they have done. Without them, a lot of our children would probably fall through the cracks. But with our foster grandparents, they come in and they have saved lives. They have changed lives for some of our children. For a lot of children that don't have male figures in their lives, Mr. Nelson helps close that gap. And he shows them that he really cares about their well-being.
If you show any interest with these children, your heart will just melt with them. That's it.
Morgan, he's supposed to be a problem child, but he is not. It's wonderful. His father was in a wreck, and so was he. He hadn't talked to anybody, you know, but he talked to me. As he got to know me, and I got to know him, he opened more and more.
Julia Gonzalez is a joy to work with. She's great with our bilingual kids. You can imagine having to come to school and learn science, social studies, math, and English, and all the same things in Spanish. It's very challenging.
I love children. I love to be around children. It's just something that I wanted to do. And I just said to myself, just go for it.
Foster grandparents come from all walks of life. We have foster grandparents who work with children in the foster care system, children who have been neglected and are at risk for juvenile offense, and children with special needs. You don't have to be trained as a teacher or a nurse. You just need to want to make a difference in a child's life.
Through national service, nearly 500,000 Americans ages 55 and over have found a way to help their communities, but many more of us are needed. Our potential has never been greater, and the need has never been greater. Use your experience to transform lives and strengthen communities. To get involved in a national service program in your community, call 1-800-424-8867. or go to www.getinvolved.gov today.